4. That's right, we're up to day 4 of the Pinball Expo here in good old Chicago. Look, here is what we did today, right here. Saturday. Frank, look, we had these different seminars, and then look, right here, we had these two, and look, an autograph session. Frank, I'm famous now. I actually sat there next to all these people that made all these wonderful games because they had a book or they were doing autographs because they were important people. Frank, I'm important. I was waiting for some stupid comment from you.
They just had you there to make the other people feel more important.
I handed out a lot of these, signed a lot of these, and then my big 8x10 autograph pictures.
I guess I shouldn't show you the trash can that's full of them.
Oh, Frank. I'll be your submissive. Anyway, all these things continued here, and we understand that the making of Deadpool is right now, I think, Frank. But we are going to show you, see now this is where all this starts. Alright, so this is what we're covering today. Last night we filmed over an hour of footage in the vendor hall. All the footage disappeared. It was an hour and 5 minutes. It disappeared. So we're going to recreate that. So last night late, if you watched our 2 videos we posted today, you saw that we covered the really late free play room. So now we're going to cover what we did first, but I happened to see Gabe here who had his bag. He thinks he's going to leave.
Todd, what are you doing?
Without me saying goodbye.
Todd, you're a long ways from New England.
Gabe runs the Pintastic. I will actually have the video done before the end of the year. The old video from last year. You're lucky I do anything.
Todd, we
just having me.
Todd, we need you back.
It depends on what you pay me. I'm not cheap.
Paying you with love.
I love this man, don't you? All right, anyway, Gabe's big show is coming in
June 27th.
Now, free to go. Get out.
Don't miss it. Can I thumbs down this?
Yep.
Yeah, it's your own. Absolutely. Thumbs down away.
Thank you, sir.
You got it. Have a good trip back.
You too. Frank, thank you.
Thank you, Gabe.
And we are going to pass over. Careful, don't knock.
I won't knock off.
This is a good man right here. See this guy?
Oh, me? Thank you.
Just a second.
Hey, what's up? If I only had some hair.
Long time no see.
You look like that.
Can I touch it?
Sure.
I gotta touch it. Oh God, it's wonderful. Look at this. Isn't this great? It's
All
beautiful.
natural.
It's impressive. You know, there's a Three Stooges line where Mo grabs and pulls a piece out and goes stuff a mattress.
When I want a haircut, I'll go to a barber shop. How do you like that? I drew a blank. That's no blank. Here, go stuff a mattress. I don't want no more trouble with you. Go ahead.
I'm so tempted to do that. I wish you had some loose hair where I could pull it out. That would shock our viewers.
If he pulls it, will you punch him, please?
I just did what everybody else wanted to do. I bet everybody wants to touch it. Nobody has the balls to ask me. I did, didn't I, Frank?
Wait a minute, you guys got to stand next to each other.
Go ahead.
Because this is one hair extreme to the other.
Right, yeah.
Right there, right next to each other.
Wait a minute. I should be up front with
You're in the middle.
You're,
Like right there,
You're in the
see?
middle.
yeah, you be in the middle. The phases of hair.
I love it. I love it. Well, it's all they're waiting. They want us to go to their rooms because we got to do this. We're gonna miss you guys.
Have fun.
Be good.
Adios.
Let's go pinball.
Now look, remember I signed in? The Deadpool raffle is growing. When's the drawing?
10 o'clock tonight.
10 o'clock tonight. 9 o'clock Central Time. We filmed an hour and 5 minutes, we lost the footage. So we're going to refilm. We're going to start where we did last night, Hemisphere Amusements, and the beautiful Jersey Jack pinball. It's back to a wide body machine. It's gorgeous. Origins.
Choose your character.
And interestingly enough, nobody's playing it. Here. So we're going to play a quick teach. They are shipping now, so you can now get a pirate. They told me they're making maybe 15 of these a week. And I think they're catching up to orders right now. Mike at Automated Vending has them in stock. I can also arrange to get you one through Mike. So Mike can deliver one to me and then we can deliver it to you.
The monitor down here.
Oh, TV, right? Oh, look.
How much as I toss these playing cards?
Hit the
All these
quick attacks.
Press splitter button to toss cards.
I went in that little hole.
Mr. Dead men tell no tales, multiple. Gold.
I got it in again. Trying to get it up to ship. Frank, I'm glad to not have any luck.
Having trouble getting it up?
Alright. That's nice. We're going to look at Houdini over in the Houdini booth. They got them all turned off.
I don't know if I ever
Let's look at it here. Beautiful game. It's now shipping. They have show specials here. Obviously, if you come to a show, you can get a great deal on a beautiful game. Houdini was a very clever man. Not only was a master magician, he also allowed you to use his likeness and name without paying any licensing. Free. So you can actually do anything you want with Houdini, and you don't have to pay for it. Now listen, how clever. Here it is, 100 years later, and the young kids know who Harry Houdini is. What do you think? Let's go around. Once again, this is Hemisphere Amusements. Play pinball at sbcglobal.net. We're back at the Lear Mods, who have made all these marvelous things that you can add to your games. You can have them turn one way or the other, depending on how you want to mount them in your games. Now, this is the train that we put in our Addams family, and the bear that we put in our Addams family right there. But there's plenty. I'm knocking everything over.
It's okay.
He's like a bull in a china shop.
It's all right. We love
Anybody
Todd.
else would be very mad.
But not for Todd.
They love me.
We love you.
Here we are, learmods.com. We lost last night's video, so that's why
I was wondering why you're.
that's why you didn't see it. Now, there's some Lear mods in this game. You know what you put in, let's see, the side rails. See these here? Now, I have a question. Can you put these in, will they be, you making them for Pirates in the Caribbean?
Actually, we can make it for Pirates in the Caribbean.
So he can, but Pirates is just shipping them. So he's going to have them. He has the RGB backlight. See the colors are changing here. Okay. His Crazy Bob's ball lock light kit.
I don't know if you can see that, but that's Pirates.
Oh, okay. You made it already.
Yeah.
Okay, he's made it. Where's the Crazy Bob thing?
Crazy Bob is underneath here. It's lit green.
Okay, there we are. So there's a light that lights green there. And then lastly, you have the trough light kit.
It's not in the game.
Oh.
This game has a topper, and we didn't bring a splitter. We're from New Jersey. We can't bring everything.
You know, that, honest to God, qualifies for an iPhone.
me the game at its opera.
We didn't know it was a collector's edition.
That qualifies for.
Make a note. Always carry the splitter.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Now, this is the booth of American Pinball. We launched our video last night. These are the folks that made Houdini, and they also licensed from me, the likeness on the side of this one.
I didn't know that you own the rights to Tim Allen from Santa Claus.
Now,
Yeah, and you can control with the other flipper button.
that's me.
When you spin it.
I'm charging them $1,000 a machine to use my likeness. And this is how I did it. This kid. I hope it's nice to do. Oh God, I can't get up, Frank. Anyway, I wanted to show you. I want you to hear the music. This has an extraordinary deep bass soundtrack to it that's included in the price. It's full stereo. The monitor situation in the build has that 3D look. Do you see that on the side here? This is not fluorescent lit, it's LED lit. Along with the brilliant lighting back here. What do you guys think of the game?
It'd be fun if I could play it.
Oh, what a go! We're showing how beautiful it is. No, wait a minute. Can you shoot a ball so we can watch you play it?
It's his turn now, so.
Here we go. Your name?
Mark.
Mark's going to shoot. We're going to watch a whole ball play.
A whole ball.
It better last a long time.
I'll see what I can do. Let's see what goes on here.
I saw some magnet operation there. Select the 10. Oh boy.
Let's see
Oh,
if
boy.
you get your Stein before me. You beat me.
So, you think you can beat me? Not happening.
What a great theme this is. Nobody ever thought of doing something like this. So this is going to appeal not only here in America, because everybody here loves Oktoberfest, but also overseas. It's a natural. What's obvious, this man's pretty good.
The goal was to drink fast. Maybe next
There's me
time.
again, Frank. Look at the old-fashioned scoring here. Got 20 calories on that pretzel.
Let's ride the roller coaster.
Choose a Stein. Two choices.
This machine has been played for, they opened this tent, right? So it's been non-stop played now for 8 hours,
The course
7 hours.
is now open.
I didn't expect you to be playing this long.
Sorry. No other ways to go to be me.
It looks like you can lock 6
the
balls.
roller coaster.
Is it 6-ball lock, do you think?
There's 3 in the gasket, barrel, whatever it is, and 3 up on top.
Yeah. Come visit our tent.
Well, that was a good ball.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Thank you, gentlemen, for letting us observe.
I apologize.
I apologize.
You're fine.
Houdinis were on a, we had them set up for a contest. Tournament. Oh, Jason, I want to show you something special. Special?
These are wonderful
Are we going to pop holes? Pop holes?
It's bubble time.
All right, let's look.
These are my wonderful friends.
We came
right here.
Canada.
Over here. Do you know what this is?
I've never heard of it.
I know you never heard of it. It's the prototype for Gravatar. And I happen to have that machine. If you watch my channel, you can see it.
So you're just making machine in
I already made your channel, but I'll tell you what. Look right there. There's another link.
Where?
I linked this channel again. That's because I like this man. He filmed last night, and he couldn't keep his eyeballs open.
Oh yeah. Well, I
We ended abruptly.
We did have him drinking for about 5 hours before that point.
I am not a drinker. And I
stayed in bed until 1.
I had 1, 2, 3, 4 drinks, and that was enough for me to have an upset stomach.
Well, it was enough until we gave him a funnel. And
I was gonna say, was that
5,
before
6, 7, and 8?
I was gonna say, was that before we went out for the beers?
That was including the beers. 4 beers is enough to make me sick. I'm a lightweight.
Well, as long as you're all right today.
You know what? Since the other guy's not here, we should do some belly bombing.
It says don't touch.
I can do anything I want. I'm filming and I'm trying to
Don't
sell it.
touch it. We'll zoom in. Don't break
Thanks,
it.
guys.
Cheers. Project Pinball, another great organization.
Yes. These people get games in front of children that have problems. The money is donated. So
I had the pleasure of meeting Dan this morning. Great guy, great cause.
Who was this again? Our pin sound over here. These are the people that put the extra special stereo sound. You can also use
tons of games.
This is the circuit board. You can also put headphones on this for a remote control sound.
Great system.
And this man owes me a pound of coffee.
Good to see you again.
He likes me.
Yeah.
Who can't? I'm big, I'm fat, I'm jolly.
Come on. Your smiley's amazing.
There he is again. He was in part 1 today, part A.
Part A.
Part A.
Part A. Part A.
Part A. Where's the part A?
Now.
This gentleman right here. This guy.
Eagle toppers. Look, you can finally get them again. They're cheap too. Wow. Oh, look. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Every single Joker's needs one.
Oh my gosh, they're beautiful.
This man has a heart of gold.
And they're only $75.
Who, this, is that him?
Yes, oh yeah. Trust
Look
me.
at this.
Trust me. See that guy right there?
Yep.
In the chair?
Yep.
He's got a heart of gold.
I believe it.
Gorgeous.
You'll remember what I said because it all makes sense.
Well, it's obvious.
Very true.
Good seller. It's obvious they were good sellers. Here, whatever you want. Oh, the other guy had this. He was playing with this earlier. It folds together somehow. I don't remember now. I saw him doing this. Whose booth is this?
Kingpin booth.
Oh gosh, this is Paul. These are the masterminds behind it. Are you officially back alley creations here?
No, I'm over there, but we're meeting. We're talking.
The meeting of the minds.
The little I have.
This wonderful game was a Capcom here. This man is part of the team that going to bring this kingpin back into general use. And isn't this clever? That's the original program that the Capcom people used, the dot matrix, but they've now added this feature, the color parts. Can you, okay, good. The door opened, that's why I did that. So they can incorporate updates and changes to the game by way of a stick.
Yep, or internet. Yep.
See, originally you had that Capcom, or I like to say Crapcom, circuit boards, but they were really good boards. They really good. But Paul doesn't have the luxury of those boards anymore.
Correct.
So they playfield's identical.
Correct.
Plastics are identical because they knew where they ordered the first batch from, so they could reorder them probably from the same manufacturer.
And we had access to some of the original 9 prototypes. Several of them we had access to.
So basically, Paul, this machine is, other than the electronics running it, it's identical to the original Capcom design. Are these individual LEDs?
Yeah.
So that means you could update it. When the game was built, it was built with 44s or 555.
Yeah.
So now they can color coordinate them. You can add more stuff. You can put mirror blades on it. You can light the bottom inexplicably. Nobody is lighting the bottom area. Still not. I know he's getting a lot of play. Here's how you tell. When you move the flipper like this, you see the dirt? So this game is getting hammered on. And that's a good thing because it's holding up, right?
Yep.
So these are gonna, how many are you gonna make, Paul?
Well, as many as they want. So
you can order them. Wait a minute, where do we order them from?
Well, we don't believe in the pre-order model, so so when we're ready to build them, then we'll start taking orders for them. But
so in other words, you're not going to say, send us 5,000 now, and we'll put you on the list.
Yeah, not for Kingpin, definitely.
Are you going to have the capability, say in 2 years, if somebody wants one, you could build one as a one-off, or maybe build one, maybe if you got like 10 more, like some, you would do small runs, maybe?
If we could get to maybe another couple, 250, we could probably do another run.
Will you do special ones? Will you do special tricked out ones?
So we actually have new artwork from Dave Christensen, who we'll have as an option out of it.
So you'll have extra options you can buy for this.
And there's a reason Matt's standing here too.
Matt,
so when you say tricked out, there is a reason.
Now we're going to try to get to his table too. I'm sure we will. Back Alley Creations. This man makes all that neat. I was going to say shit, but that neat shit. Fair enough. On your game. And it is neat stuff.
Yeah, toys.
Toys. Yeah. Toys are important because you have to really trick out your game.
Yeah, people like seeing them.
People like to trick them out. There's nothing wrong with that. We have the purists. And don't you hate the purists that want light bulbs? I want just light bulbs in my game.
Al's one of those purists.
You?
No,
Al.
Oh.
Not anymore.
Al's still one of those purists.
That's Al Waters. You know these men. You have this. These men.
Rob has it too.
Okay, these men made pins and videos. Or vids.
Pins and vids.
Pins and vids. How many volumes did you make?
We're at 4, and we got one more coming with Python. Will be number 5.
And we talked about Python because his best friend is here, right there. So Mike, or Bill. Bill was best friends with him who we interviewed earlier. We learned a lot of interesting stuff about Python, didn't we, Frank?
Yep.
Really neat stuff. He's shaking yes in the camera. But, okay. Pin vids, you can order it where?
Pinsandvids.com.
Pinsandvids.com. I happen to be featured on 4.
You're in all 4 of them, yeah.
But I'm not in the 5th.
No, I filmed the 5th because remember I came up to your spot when I was up there in business.
You're going to fit me in?
Yeah, we went to upstairs.
I'm going to be on 5. That's right.
You're the only one that's been in, other than Al and I, the only one on 5.
I'll expect my pound of coffee when the video comes out, and a free DVD. Good. Real quick, we'll shoot one ball. We got a lot to cover. Ball launch. We're in the big city. Now, I have the wonder of having the playfield off, so I'm going to cheat. I got the super skill shot because I cheated. Now once again, that's the original display the game used to have, and that would have been orange. They're able to sandwich it here with screens. Looks to me, you want to shoot for the dollars, the bags of money. I can't even cheat. Oh God. You know, it needs a lot more. Now see, this is flashing here. I'm not familiar enough with the game. I'm just going to use the flippers, darn it. Well, let's see now. The next shot, we want to go through that eye. Okay. I thought it was going to stop at the top. I really didn't think that. What happened? Oh, look. To hit that, you have to have that target down. We got hurry and quick there. So one reset. Hurry's still up. It's obvious there's a ton of stuff in this that we're never going to learn. I got a large flash lamp up there. I'm not sure what that means. This was the game that came out, or was going to come out, after Big Bang Farm. And they actually had this in production, and a few of them were made. There we go. We got so much to cover, guys. We better move on. So now you got your first glimpse. Thank you. All three models, gentlemen, from last night. All three models of Star Wars have the lockdown bar like this. So the Pro, the Premium, and the Limited Edition. However, Jason from mnpinball@yahoo.com and his son loved their game so much, they thought of making this beautiful machine cut, laser cut option. And it will fit perfectly here, right there, and it'll shine through whatever color it is. Once this peels off, this will stick right down. It will never move. It'll be there permanently, and it adds a real touch of class to your Star Wars. I understand last night, Jared from Stern Pinball said I was calling it Star Trek. I feel like a fat fool, Frank.
Accurate?
Accurate. I set him up for that. What do you think? Nice option? Bang! Bang! Now, this gentleman was reminding us from Pintastic here in the office where they had a bags for sale. Were for auction. Really one of the most unremarkable games ever made. And he found one. He saw one last night.
Yeah, it's at the Twin Peaks in the parking lot.
He's going to find a picture. So if you want to see and hear all the fun we had, look right up here. I'll link up a video. There it is. He actually saw it on location. And we all want to know if you shout out bags and sauce.
Oh, yeah? Because of you. Because of you, of course.
Rubbing off on everyone. Look at this. This looks like the real people. How can anybody be this accurate? How's it possible?
It takes a lot of time.
You'd almost think these are photographs and not art. Look how perfect they are. Down to the wrinkles, for God's sakes.
That's
unbelievable.
that's the part I enjoy doing, is making it, you know, that's what makes it look real.
It's beautiful, isn't it? They're beautiful. And I'll bet Adam West was thrilled.
Yes.
And Burt Ward was.
He loved the artwork. Adam West was here, and I met him when they released the game, and I met Burt Ward later on, and he also commented that he loved it.
This is kind of scary. I mean, they look like photographs. Really not. Beautiful. Work of art.
You know who this guy is?
No, who is that?
He did Guardians of the Galaxy. At the yard, he designed the game. Game designer John Moore.
I was looking at it. We met him. I'm thinking, God, you know, right at the end of the Stern tour, which I wasn't allowed to film, right? John stumbled out of his office.
Stumbled out.
We actually did a video on Guardians, about a month ago? 2 months. Anyway, we have a nice video right here. If you want to see what it's like.
Give it a thumbs down?
No, he was pointing. He was pointing.
That's what the video is. I give it a thumbs
up. You want to see John's Guardians. Was it a Pro? It was a Pro.
I think it was Pro, yeah.
We actually sold 2 in one day. Pro edition. And everybody loved it. People loved it. And we haven't had a single service call. That's good. Not even a light bulb falling off out of a light socket. This is your #1 service call. There's a light bulb laying on the socket. So I tell them, well, look and see where the bulb came out of. Take the bulb out and find out where it went. So that's usually the big service call.
Allow me to be the first to do this on a video other than Todd. Get a good look at this over here. Oh, you can do me now.
I should do a double. I'll do a double. First games I ever worked on. Yeah, John Norris, and also you worked on or did the lights, camera, action. I forgot I had to think. I'm 63 and I'm losing my mind. I'm 54 and I'm losing my mind. Well, you know what we did? I'm going to have a video on our 25th anniversary, which is coming in May. May? Yes. And I'm going to make a new video to show you the original footage, showing the diamond ring and the cash pad and the electronic. Well, we had to change, I had to add lighting in the back because you couldn't read the words I wrote. And the arms that come up, it says, "Will you marry me?" We added extra lighting so you can see it. You'll see a full video, but not until May.
Finally tonight, a Northeast Philadelphia man made a pinball proposal. And as Denise James reports, this time he was playing for keeps.
Todd Tuckey brought his girlfriend Pam Metzger to the Challenger Video Arcade for more than simple fun and games. Tuckey, a video game salesman, had a pinball machine rigged to pop the question when the steel ball ricocheted into position.
Will you marry?
But wait, don't answer yet. There's a bonus pin in the coin return slot for the right response. And it's no small change.
Well, is that a yes?
Yes.
She will.
The newly engaged couple agrees the pinball proposal was perfect.
We like pinball, sort of, right? We do. We like it. And I thought this was a great way to show people, you know, how much fun it could be, you know, in a unique way.
I bet if you sort of liked pinball before, you like it a lot more today. I sure do. What do you think? The couple who will be married this spring says no, they did not meet in an arcade. No, their nuptials won't be held in an arcade. But yes, since they scored so big on Pinball Romance, they are entertaining the notion of having one like this in their home. Denise James, Channel 6 Action News in Willow Grove Mall.
All right. I think we all liked that, didn't we?
We loved it.
Yeah. Action News continues tomorrow morning at 6.
Still have the third. Oh, I like this.
Here, since you drink so much coffee, use your own shark spray mug.
Wow, thank you.
It's one of these. It's the Batman shark spray.
It's beautiful. You know, I had the Kelly Benz, who is one of our regular YouTube videos. Hi, Kelly. Loaned me the original. No. Yeah. I've had it, and we got some funny reception of it Facebook. So I was wearing the original. I actually fit my head. And then I had this utility belt for baby that
wouldn't fit around your
about
ankle.
halfway.
That would have fit your head too, right?
That didn't fit much of anything. He had such a small waist. God. So but I did, of course I sent them back. I sent them back registered. I know he got them back. That was neat. That was neat to be able to wear the original. One of them, they had a lot of them. But remember this, are you working on another game?
No, I'm still working on the one that's coming.
Right, so the next, well that's the next game.
Yeah.
Right, and how soon? A month? 2 months? By Christmas?
I mentioned this on the tour, and it just blew up on the inside. They said, John said a month. 6 weeks, 8 weeks, a month, somewhere.
For the new year? Maybe.
Oh yeah, I'm probably.
Well, the New Year's.
Obviously, I find out from people on the inside. Real babies.
Check pinside.com.
Pinside, they'll tell you.
You'll get all the accurate information.
That's all my accurate.
Jared's video. So Jared is allowed to film because he knows what he can't film. You can't let people like me in because I may zoom in to something they don't want us to see. I'm sorry. I was just telling you, I can't let people film. Or Jared can film. Right. So you have seen the tour already. I'm rambling, aren't I? Alright, we're going to the Galloping Ghost Arcade. That's going to be in a separate video. We're going to finish up here. We're going to go to Galloping Ghost. It's going to be yet another video. Oh, wait a minute. He's got the back of that open.
Alright. See you guys.
See you later, guys. Earlier. This amazing piece of equipment. This beautiful, gorgeous work of art. Look at this monster. Can you imagine? And the best thing about mechanical games like this is, would you not agree with me, that 95% of whatever goes wrong with this, you can fix without any other parts?
Correct.
That's right. The only big part that's difficult is the motor, the master motor. How many motors are in this? There's one here and there's one here, right?
Yep.
So there's 2 motors. But Steve Young at Pinball Resource said he will rewire or rewind any motor you send him. So we have one out for now, as long as he doesn't lose interest. But he seems to love it. Isn't that amazing? Did you hear how this machine operates? Can you make the motors, can you just make it spin? Listen. Did you hear that? It's sort of like listening to a fine-tuned machine.
I love the service bulb. That's so handy.
Oh, there's a switch! I thought you had to screw it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Why don't you move?
I'm sorry. Let me get out of the way. This is what's inside the ball bowlers. And you saw it in video 2, how beautifully it works. It's gorgeous. An American work of art. What year is this, by the way?
1970.
What's your name?
Chris.
This is Chris. Where do you work?
St. Louis Bubblers.
Okay, so he takes care of all this stuff. I have a question. Would a piece of equipment like this be available to buy? Can you tell people a phone number or a website so they can call you?
They can visit our website. It's stl-bb.com. Or you can call us at 314-581-2480.
Now, can you give us an idea, a general price of a ball bowler?
So we let our customer decide the price. So if you want to spend $5,000, then that's the amount of work we do on a game. If you only want to spend $2,000, then we'll only spend $2,000.
Are you saying that the most you pay for this is $5,000?
No, what I'm saying is we work with people's budget.
So okay, so in other words, you can have a full restore for
full restored bowler would be $10,500, let's say.
Okay, so $15,000 for a full restore if you want to look at like brand new. If you want it still
last.
work. But 5,000, you can get in great shape. It'll still work fine.
Exactly.
But they're not going to sit there and polish every little.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And the best thing, once again, is anytime you buy a mechanical piece like this, it's probably repairable. These are called Jones plugs. A terrific connection system that rarely fails and only needs a little bit of cleaning to make them work. They had one of these at the Las Vegas Museum, Pinball Museum, that we got a chance to play too. And you saw this play earlier in one of our live streams. Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now you know where to buy one if you want one. Can we get by this? Yeah, you know what? Just show them how beautiful they are. Look at this. It's a work of art. Oh, the back glass is like perfect. Now he's lit this with LEDs. This has to be.
It looks like it's LEDs, and they're pretty bright.
Gorgeous. And that's this is, I would call this fully restored.
This one's fully restored, except for it's got its original lanes.
They look fine.
There's no reason to replace it.
Is that Wheat Pro?
Yes, it's mine.
Okay.
And it's LEDs in there, right?
There's LEDs.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Here, hinges, so this opens up and it'll lay down on this for service. Very nice.
Now, if you have to replace the lanes, do you make them? Or?
We make lanes.
Okay, so that's cool.
We have all the parts.
That is very nice.
Thank you again.
No problem.
I want to buy a bigger house just so I can buy one now. Fit it in there.
Okay, go up and show that.
Yesterday, we wanted to say hi, and I know you guys were busy, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Did it for it?
I didn't.
What?
This is my son Joshua.
Joshua. That's the title of a wonderful Dolly Parton song. Just so you know.
How are you, Frank?
Good, how about yourself?
All right, buddy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Hey, buddy.
We've been watching your guys' channel for a long time, so
cool.
Really enjoy your guys' videos.
Good, good.
It's going to make a fool out of me.
You do that all on your own.
Oh! Joshua wants to, he's going to throw darts at this, right, sir? There we go. Good. Now, promise me that when you comment, you give me a thumbs up. There we go. Good. You have a selfie?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Let's do a selfie. Now, as a rule, especially when we get a youngster involved, we like to do 2 pictures. So picture 1 is a normal one.
Wait, there we go.
Now picture 2 is a non-normal one. Now get out! Pretty good? Yeah. Have an ugly face. There we go. Oh God, I just got 3 more thumbs down.
Oh no!
Bang, bang, bang.
We saw one of your games with the sticker. It was the
Cybernaut.
Yeah, Cybernaut. Yeah.
I haven't found that yet. Did you see it?
It's like the second
I think
row.
it's in the free play league.
I don't want to be on camera. But you're like a celebrity.
I better be. Uh-oh, a good one?
It's a good one.
Make it quick.
Where do I take my board to get fixed? You say something on your site now and then.
Clive from Coin Op Warehouse. Or no. Coin Op Cauldron. I got confused. Coin Op Cauldron, Clive. And I mentioned Coin Op Lloyd at Coin Op Warehouse sells a lot of games wholesale and cheap. So I just plugged 2 different people. But Clive will take care of you. We don't have time anymore. We used to do board repairs.
Thanks very much, guys.
You got it. Good work. But we just do our own board repairs.
Are you guys still going to Galaxy Coast?
Oh yes, we're headed over there.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Well, so good to see you again, Todd. Thanks again. Thanks again for your time. Frank,
You
nice
too.
meeting you,
Nice
buddy.
meeting
All
you.
right?
Even
Have
my
fun.
Frank
Enjoy.
gets-
All right. Take care, guys.
See you.
We showed this in the video last night, and I really wanted to show it again because it's so beautiful. Rob Burks, he's the guy that's putting the show on, has this beautifully restored machine that has to be all re-inked. They must have done a whole bunch of work to this thing. It's just beautiful. I'm sure he paid a lot of money. The cabinet's like new. It's not for sale. You have to buy a ticket to play it. But I wanted you to see how good it is. I keep bumping into everything, Frank. I'm a mess. Well, oh, Spirit. Look at this, Frank, get close to it. It's just too beautiful not to... Why was this game not a big hit? Now look at the LEDs, it used to just have... but look at this thing. Now that baby has to be the nicest animated back glass system ever made. It's beautiful. This gorgeous Spirit. Now, I have an Understanding Pinball episode of this. I show you every secret in the game. Back when I made the Understanding Pinball, here's the link right here. I could only upload 15 minutes back in the old days, so it's on 2 parts. But if you want to know every possible secret this game has, watch that series. Tons of great shots, beautiful game, gorgeous, a work of art. I'm not playing it, sorry. There's another rare one. And it's for sale. Oh, get close to that, Frank. There you go. Very rare, wide body, very few made, okay? This has speech. It doesn't have background sound. Ladies and gentlemen, also, of course, if I had this game, I would LED up a storm on this. The nice thing about this game is the balls don't ejaculate back down to the bottom. I got a chance to use that word, Frank. Hurry, hurry. It's upset. It's upset. I'm trying to hurry. See, I have to get 1, 2, and 3. That's why it was instructing me to hurry. I, honest to God, don't remember a lot of the rules here. I haven't played this game since we sold the last machine. By the way, this interesting swing tar, I want to show you this. See this? When the ball goes down here, there's a switch there that knows you left the play field and you get the mystery score. And what's so neat about that, they did it with optics on the Twilight Zone. When you left the mini play field, it passed through a set of optics, and then the game knew you were out of that upper field. We'll have to do a detailed video on this, Frank. Stern, of course, have all their stuff. We've been invited to the Stern party next door. The man played this earlier, too. I'm going to shoot the ball. This is Rob Burks. An incredibly clever deal. No flippers, but you can wiggle it a little bit. But here's the neat thing. If you fall into one of these holes, not there, you see these little tubes here? They will change. Let's do this here. Look, 5, and see? 500 flip down. 300, look. Well, partially flipped. I should report it. This game is only 90 years old. Almost 90 years old. Now, you're allowed to bump this a little bit, like this. You again?
I bought one at an auction. I have one. But someone cut the legs in half.
I guess for a kid, baby.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, see, people used to do stuff. That's the end.
And I could use to cover, like a couple of these are ripped. I have one of these, but when I bought it at auction, there was like insect nest inside and all kinds of stuff. And
well, you see, back then, Nobody cared. It's just a piece of crap. They played and they cut stuff off. They did all kinds.
Well, what I thought was the most interesting is this playfield rides on like two wheels, and when you push the button, it slides the bottom like on the rail up.
Reset this, see?
The toilet bowl.
Just reset it.
And when the ball falls in the hole,
you see that?
But what's really interesting, if you take this off and you see the trails that they go down, and like how it's like almost like not so refined and almost looks like something like an made the best. It'd be interesting.
You see how it lifts up the target, see? It's actually more beautiful underneath.
I'm talking to you. I'm going to get some of the battery holders.
I got them. I sold out most of what I had today.
No. That's why I didn't want to buy them, because I can always get some mail to them.
You know, you can order Frank's battery boards right from our website, over our store.
You support these side projects?
I do.
Very nice.
And in my store too, you can order them direct.
Because Frank needs the money so he can go to the buffet. Parts. Pinball box. Look at that. So here we are. Okay. Look, some nice mods to put in your game. There, that's what the Wicked Witch these look like, see? The Munchkin tops. How nice. Now you know where to buy them, right?
So the box, all we want to do is sell the box, because everybody's got old legs laying around.
See how it works? So that you go buy the box, you bolt your legs to it. Oh wait a minute, does it have the fitting? It does. So it's going to have these in it.
We'll give you the brackets, or we'll put them in for you.
There you go. So
how about this? Is it just bolt between them? Step?
No, this is pretty ingenious. My brother-in-law came up with it. On the back side of it, guys, it's two hollow aluminum rods that slip over the leg levelers, and then the foot plate gets screwed in and it's sandwiched to the legs, so you don't have to drill the legs and put anything on.
Wow, that's really clever.
Artwork. Do you just supply your own?
Yeah, that was stuff I just put on. That's like an Avengers Pro decal that I put on the side of it.
Well, I can't think of a better way to have a stool to sit on than one was on pinball legs.
Yeah, repurpose some old legs. Probably the perfect height too.
Good repurpose.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's head straight over to the original remake, Medieval Madness with a green LED. Your Attack for Mars remake, and look at this fantastic new deluxe full-color gigantic display. It's running the original software. It's just spread out in a big way, and I know how to spread things out in a big way. Beautiful. This also has green LEDs around the saucer. And Frank, you noticed a lot of extra flourishes too. So they're really nice. I'm sorry. And now this is the one everybody's been waiting for. The Deluxe Medieval Madness, or Monster. Frank, get close and show how beautiful it is. What do you think of it? Nice. They have it on sale for $2,000. Free, $2,000, $8,000 free, $100 tax. $11,000 baby, and it's in your house. And you have to pay it in $2 bills.
Yeah, I watch your videos all the time. I know you.
Oh God, I almost had him figured.
I know you.
But I did see another set of eyes light up right back here. He was listening and he was all excited until I lowered the boo. I can't get any special.
I don't like your bargain base.
He doesn't like my bargain base, but he likes it. He says, quote, "You're not cheap. I want stuff for nothing." You're right. There'll never be nothing. Look at that. Look at that beautiful top. All licensed. Everything has been licensed.
Is this going to be on the video?
When I sell one.
Oh, okay.
Somebody has to order one, and they're not cheap. I know you're watching. Mercedes wants one. I know you're watching. Good. Thank you for letting me butt in.
Hey, how you doing?
Good morning. We're looking at this wonderful game.
I really enjoy your show.
You do?
I do. How did you ever need help? I'm texting Gordon Stern.
But what about Chaz?
One of them?
Chaz is here. Yeah.
Can I have one of them too?
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
please.
absolutely.
Now, we were talking earlier to John Borg.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
We were showing how nicely the new games, the new Stern games are going together.
Yeah.
And they've been very reliable too, which is another nice step up.
Yes, they've been pretty good.
Well, people are worried. They're worried about the spike system in 5 years from now. Can you assure us we'll be okay?
They had a few hiccups in the beginning. They've been doing really well.
Okay.
I was the one that when the spike system, Spike 2 really, when it was coming out,
okay,
we've got a lot of smooth spike boards coming back from customers right in the beginning. Some of those older games, they come back a lot more, but the newer games, we don't see much of them at all.
So now, the first game was WrestleMania. That had a Spike 1 board, right?
That's right.
The Spike 2 board can go into Spike 1.
No.
Can't. So, when was the first game that had Spike 2?
That would be Batman 66 and Aerosmith, right?
So Batman 66 and Aerosmith are now running the Spike 2.
Well, that's because it's LCD, right?
It's an LCD monitor.
Correct.
Oh, God.
That's right.
Okay. So Spike 2 seems to be running very well.
Correct, yes.
Which is good.
And even the newer Spike 1 models that we're sending back out, after you know, if somebody buys a Ghostbusters and it happens to be an older one and they have an issue, a lot of times we're pretty lenient, but we'll take care of it.
Well, I can say this. Unless you're stupid and you blew the board up yourself, Stern has always replaced the defective part, even months later.
We do our best.
They have. But if you're stupid and you put a mod on and you short the board out, baby, that's your problem.
No, we'll take care of it anyway.
Which is a good thing. And I will tell you this. I have been calling Stern for years. I needed some tips and stuff. And God bless Chaz. Every time he answers, he's pleasant.
Yeah.
I would think by the end of the day, and what do you want?
No, that's me. Chaz is pleasant. It's great because I get to hear him being pleasant. Well, I'm terrible.
I can see him, Chaz.
And I'm like, oh
my
gosh,
this guy.
Here comes another one.
And Chaz can smooth everything, make everything nice. 1-800-KICKERS is the service line.
That's been since back in Data East.
Laser War years. That number came up on the back of your glass with Laser Wars.
The same number still brings it to us.
The same number after all these years, right? Just say yes. Yes, there we go. He agrees.
It's great talking to you.
Thank you, sir.
I'll see you around.
And we're getting ready for the Stern bash.
Enjoy. Take care.
Thank you. This is the famous Doug. And I now meet you. And I didn't know you were this tall. I pictured you to be little. You're big. You're going to be big. I talked to this dear man's mother, and I love her for that. We talk all the time on the phone. So we're on the phone all the time. She calls me and demands money. But we've been buying the Arcade Legends from Doug for years. What was the game? Class of 81. What was another game? Well, he makes the cabinets for almost a lot of manufacturers. Right, so he's been doing that for years. The bubbler. You gotta make those bubblers again, baby. You think so? Well, I'll tell you this. I've used your bubbler 5 years ago. It's never once failed except for the power supply. Right, Frank? We only had to change the power supply once.
Yeah, no, I think the one for the amplifier. I don't even think it was the.
very, very heavy-duty unit. I wish you'd make them again. Now, you started Vacation Pinball that we featured in a number of games, and that his was the first machine that had the lockdown bar with suitcase latches. True, that was true. And everybody said suitcase latches, and now everybody's using suitcase latches.
We were the first innovators in front of the
And he was an innovator. Now look at this wonderful product. I mean, you talked about it. There's more plans. Can you tell us what the next year is? Well, we speculate we already know what it is, but we're not going to say it. But you probably know. But
just check Pinside.
Yeah, Pinside. We just got this good board. It starts says, if you want to know what our next game is, just go on Pinside. You are on Pinside. He's very vague about things. Rumor has it that your next production game that they're actually going to make from scratch is the Bay City Roller. Who told you that? Inside information. Thank you, Doug. I won't bother you anymore. He hates me. Not me. We'll see you later. Thank you, sir. Good morning. These are the side pieces. The mirrors for a zillion different games from our friends at Min Graphics. Yep. Tons of wonderful parts. Always ahead. Look, the new creature.
EO paper.
And it's real thin. It'll stick right to your machine. And a baby could put it on, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep, there you go. We did a video on Atari games. The game is holding up very well. There's been 0 complaints on this game. Everybody loves it. And if I spilled an entire pot of coffee on it, what would happen? Let's find out. Isn't it beautiful? And you've seen us play. Remember the tournament? Do I have enough room? Alright, if I have enough room, you can click on this. But if I don't have any more room to put one in, I'll put a link at the end of the video.
We're over an hour, so let's wrap it up.
Frank says we're running out of time.
Well, I don't want this to crap out again.
Okay, so you'll see, yeah, we got to be careful. So check our video out if you want to see how great that game is. We don't really have to. Oh, you again. You 3 bothering us. Well, we just saw the Pirates, so actually, Pirates was our first video for tonight. Our first game for tonight. We came in that door, going around the corner, we enjoyed Jack's Farm with the Pirates. We're gonna sell like hot dogs. I came in the end of the with another film. So I'm kind of dashing around. Mention me in vain.
No, I just mentioned you in general.
Oh, God. Oh, boy.
I hung you in effigy. Hey, do you remember a YouTube video of my impersonation of you?
We actually showed your picture. We'll see tonight. We'll see you. Your face.
I love that.
I did say some bad things about him.
I'll take it as long as my face is on the top.
Yeah. I wouldn't dare do it to this man. I can't get away with too much. Frank realized he's running out of time because of this camera. We don't want it to crap out.
104, so let's wrap it up.
How many minutes?
We're at 104, so let's...
Oh boy, 104. Hurry this way. Thank you, guys. There it is, the hard tops. Brand new playfields. You saw Comet. You saw how wonderful it was. A Flash Gordon. A Mechanical Wizard. He's got the Black Knight. Look at this taxi. Baby, this looks like it's clear coated. Okay. Okay, Pharaoh, he's got the... I'll tell you what, this has got to be the best invention of the year. Maybe the last 5 years.
How's you guys doing?
So far, so good. He's worried that we're going to clip out. We're off. Pick off.
Yeah, man.
Listen, I know we lost a lot of footage next door. Should we try? Well, we're ready to go.
Oh my God, I was just leaving. I can't believe
Ready
it.
to go.
I
Now
can't
look,
believe it.
I just want to do a quick, real quick, some of the really rare games you can't stop to play. Primal Rage 2. Part 2, for God's sakes. How many of these are around? Like none. Two. Killer that doesn't work still. Now look at this neat game. I played this on the video we lost. But I have played it, but it's a really neat game, a gun game here.
Yep,
No, we were just walking by it.
That game is
And
great.
We just found out that this game is never released.
It's a one-off prototype.
It's a one-of-a-kind prototype. Chicago, and you can play it. You can come up with it. Sorry. One of the buttons. Does that red button start?
That one is one of.
Does it play?
There's one, yeah. There's one of. Pressing on the left button.
He did. He just. Oh, good. He started.
There we go.
Okay. Really good. What a great game. Look at it. It looks like it's medium res too. Beautiful picture. Now the idea is to smash everything.
It looks like PlayStation graphics.
It's beautiful. And this young. What's your name, young fella?
Beautiful.
This is Brian. Brian, with B-R-I-A-N, I'm sure. He has learned the best things in life are smashing and destroying. And he knows these things, right? Am I right? This young lady is playing I never saw this one. A beautiful Disney-related Tetris. Gates of Doom is off. Sadly, a Kadash has been sadly converted from a Tempest. This is that wonderful, extremely rare, and I actually think that this game, Dark Planet, is possibly the neatest game of the 80s. I really do think that. I've never seen anything like it. It's in video 2, right? Look at that neat backglass as you walk by it. Look at it change. Boogie Woods.
3D without the plastic.
As soon as we play Tranquilizer Gun that's out of order right now.
That bought this for $10.
We haven't tried to play against it. Yeah, but are you aware that this Tetris, or this Dark, this has extra levels and screens that aren't in any other game? If you play this, you'll see stuff you didn't see anywhere else.
This is a Namco game that Doc imported from Japan for $10. $10. He bought 10 of them or something. $10 each.
Plus tax and free.
He gave them to other arcades in the area.
Plus free. It's a rare Gottlieb arena that obviously was never released. Somebody lovingly put this back together. Okay? The Cubes kit. This was a kit, but they went through a lot of effort to put that together. That's how you know there was a kit, because they would put a license number up there in that window. Eliminator, what a great game. I have to tell you, I bought 10 of these brand new in the box for $125 each back in the death of video games in 1984. I sold them for $250. I doubled my money, opened the box, delivered them, there they were. There you go. That's one of my favorite games. You rarely see Splat. I know, I can't stop.
That's like a food fight.
Now, these are some of the games that you're going to see go to Galloping Ghost. They're here now for this summer. We showed that earlier, a rare second. I have a Trog video up online to show you how unique and fun this game is. A dedicated Bally Trog. Showed the turkey shoot. I don't know how much of it was in focus. But we did show that. This was a kit. A nice job for the kit builder. They did a nice job. That's the skinniest game of all time. This was actually designed and based on my body size. supposed to laugh. I'm taking shots.
There's 2 of these. Blasters. Arcade Jason told me there's 2 of these in the world.
2 of the wood ones. Then didn't they make a trash can blaster?
Okay. Yeah, yes. That's it. 2 wood ones.
Planet Earth.
Yeah.
I played this one of the other games. Some of Phoebe's wonderful games. The only RoboCop 2 I've ever seen.
This is a Brian Collins game. Rampage creator made this game in the 80s.
Yes, this is a...
Never came out.
Never came out. It's a special game. Look at that gorgeous picture of the monitor. Frank, we're worried about this. God, I wanted to show you the Spinal Tap. Come over and look. This was made... Look, do you recognize this? It's a flashboard. Isn't that unique? This is what people do when they want to create new things. Look at this. Did you see this? A homemade game. Yep. Something really unique. Go ahead. Give it a try. We have an extensive plan for the NCR. We have built this thing. They did it pretty quick too. We think we're guessing they only had 1,000 hours into it. Each.
Ask the expert.
No. 5,500.
That's fair.
Well, 5,500 hours. Yeah. But we have a great video, and I'm not putting it up until it's right.
No, wave again. We didn't see it.
All right. We filmed this. We did details on it, but there's no time because I don't want to crash. But this is what you can do. You can build these with a Raspberry Pi. You can build your own pinball machine. You can see what he plans on doing. He's going to put lights in, arrows, this is how you start. If you love something a lot, if you love Ghost in the Shell, make a game. Make a game. And lastly, look at this. A Stern big game made into this wonderful, completely unique theme, Greyhound. Nobody's ever going to make it, so if you want to make something with Greyhounds, baby, you got to do it. Day 4 over. But I happened to run into a bunch of people there, Frank. This is Jay Stengel and his son Ethan. They met me there and wanted autographs. Andrew couldn't come, but he did take a picture in front of their TV while they were watching all my wonderful videos. Frank, they love me.
Here's the check.
Look, here's some other folks that we ran into. Oh gosh, we had so much fun. All these people, all these eye pokes. Oh my gosh, eye poke after eye poke. Frank, they love me. There's Jason. There's Alan Reisman. We have an interview coming up of him. You're going to love it. Lots and lots and lots of fans and fun. Frank and I did a seminar there, and that'll be posting soon. And finally, legends, seminar speakers, and authors. Well, there's day 5. And I happen to have some footage, but it's pretty empty on Sunday. Let's run that. Well, this is what the aftermath looks like. As stuff gets taken apart. Now, if you were at a trade show, let's say they were selling books, you just take the samples apart. Poor Donnie's stuck doing all this work. Make sure nothing gets damaged, young man. I'm going to the breakfast buffet. However, I wanted to walk through, let you see the remains. I guess it's worth a peek inside. Oh, this place relatively intact with all the galloping ghost machines still here. Top card. Huh? Ready, aim, and fire. And hit the deck.
How about that?
That's right. How about that? See? And I filmed this, but the footage was lost. This is a near perfect ready, aim, fire playfield. And on top of all that, I'd say that's a near pretty perfect back glass.
Yeah.
look at that. Looks like Top Card did get sold.
Really great time. Well, it's so like, it was more like we were like
It's done, Todd.
We just had a buffet
of feast that we had to do by the end of the day. So, but yeah, that was really.
They weren't happy. They weren't happy with
saying all my stuff. We're proposing on it.
And I want to show you something. I have a special present for my Jeff.
Not her specifically.
Oh
yeah.
You see, Jeff is the one that made me fly. Remember the flying video? You better. And he got me flying. Frank, and of course, the one and only Paul, whose #1 trading card of the Walter Day group. He's #1. Creep got #1. I should have been #1. And maybe you'll come to the expo.
They train you to not die.
Good night.
And then they throw you out.
Frank, we stuffed ourselves, didn't we?
Yep.
And finally, Gaither Malu. He's the Canadian that wrote our song, the TNT fan song that you hear in the beginning and end of a lot of our videos. Well, he saw this picture that Frank posted on Facebook of me asleep in the plane. He was in the row in front of me. That's an ugly eye of yours, Frank. Look at me. I look like a peaceful sleeping baby. Well, Gaither took this picture of Funhouse and he did this to it. And then he added 3 spots. Oh gosh. Oh my. I hope you enjoyed our Pinball Expo video. It was an experiment. Realize part 1 and 2 we did streaming. We'll never do that again. But 3, 4, the next 3 videos were clear, as you saw. And all shot with my cell phone camera too. Anyway, at the end of this video coming up now, you will have links to the other videos if you haven't seen them yet. Thanks for watching, folks. Plenty more is coming, including the Galloping Ghost Arcade walkthrough. Good night.